Next topic beta, adaptation in animal and plant to different habitats. So in this topic we will discuss few terms relating to that topics that are, first one is adaptation. Beta, what is adaptation? Adaptation means to develop a specific feature in an organism that improve the chance of their survival. So that adaptation is of following types. One is permanent and second is temporary. The permanent adaptation create features which are permanently change in an individual, and temporary are the short term changes in an organism according to environment. Okay, another thing we will discuss here, adaptation to desert habitat in an animal, means which live in desert. In that animal specific feature, the special feature of these animal are, first is nocturnal. Nocturnal means beta night active animal, means which active during night time. And second term is hibernate. Hibernate beta means sleeping, means the animal which sleep for 8 to 9 months in winter to escape from the harsh condition, means difficult conditions. Okay. Adaptation in plant and animals to different habitat. What is adaptation? First of all, the tendency of an organism to develop certain specific features which improve the chances of its survival in that environment in which it lives is called adaptation. In response to particular environment, an organism bring about certain changes in their structure, in their functioning of their body, so that that environment suit to its survival. For example, camel and desert rat, they are adapted to desert habitat. Adaptation of two types, one is permanent, second is temporary. Permanent adaptation, which is due to their genetic material, means due to their DNA material, cell nucleus material, and that goes a permanent changes in the individual, and that's also inherited from one generation to another generation. For example, camel is well adapted to desert environment and not to the water, and fish is well adapted to live in water. Second is temporary adaptation. It's a short term adaptation and is not inherited, means not transferred from one generation to other generation. For example, a bird adapted to live in cage is temporary adaptation. Here we are describing some typical cases of adaptation adopted by some organism that live in particular habitat. First one is journey through different habitats. The different organism prefer to live in different habitat. To survive in their particular habitat, organism has to adapt. Organism has to adapt itself according to climatic conditions around it. Next is beta some terrestrial habitats. We have already discussed about some terrestrial habitats like grassland, forest, desert, mountains. Now adaptation to desert habitat. Desert animal, how they adapted to that desert habitat. The climate of desert is generally dry and hot. Desert have little vegetation. Desert provide little shelter for large animal from the sun. So most animals which survive in desert are generally insect, bird, reptiles and smaller mammals. Many animals live in desert remain inactive during the daytime and become active during the night time. So the animal which active only during night time, that are called nocturnal animals. Okay, certain animal hide themselves in a burrow with gelatinous secretion and sleep for 8 to 9 months in a year, like a winter, during the winter time. The animal hide itself, and that process is called hibernation. Okay, in case of summer, cold-blooded animal which can't maintain their body temperature, like lizard, snake, mosquito, are more active during night time, and in winter they enjoy sun during the day, and when cold they become inactive for long period of time. The absence of sweat glands and concentrated of urine and other physical adaptation are present in desert animal to conserve water. Okay beta.